ET Final Score is brought to you by Ashley Furniture.
Good afternoon. This is Danny Mogle and Kenneth Dean with your afternoon update. Kenneth, something that you don't see very often, a woman was charged with filing a false police report.
That's correct, Danny, and that comes on the heels of a exhaustive investigation by Tyler Police. They said they burned up many man-hours and used a lot of resources.
What did she allege?
Well, she alleged that she had been running out on Rose Redmond Trail one day last week, and when she came into her apartment on Shiloh Road, she said she wanted to take a shower, and when she came out, there was an unknown man in her apartment, and that he attacked her and sexually assaulted her.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a big response by the police department.
It was a very big response because, I mean, they thought they may have a rapist on the loose, and of course they're trying to get as much information as they can, you know, from this supposed victim at the time. And police said that she even went to the hospital and had the exam that is required.
Right.
Just basically telling the story the whole time, but her story started changing.
Yeah, so is that what happened that led authorities to think that, you know?
Right, the story started changing, and so they kind of pulled back. They were about to, I believe, release information to the public, you know, that this had happened. And,
right.
And now they're saying, man, we're glad we didn't, because this would have caused a panic, and you know, women would have been worried for their safety.
Right.
And of course, it turned out they're saying that she made the entire story up. So she has been charged with filing a false report to authorities, and I guess we'll see what happens from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Another story that we're watching, that Shams Masters murder trial. That's from that 1999 case. He's accused of Kelly William Young shooting him. You know, again, when that case first went to trial, they didn't have enough evidence. They dropped the charges, brought it back many years later, and now that trial's in its final stages and stuff. Well,
you know, a lot of things happen with the as DNA evidence has come along and whatnot. Some of the stuff that we could not do back in 1999, we can do now, and so that opens up a lot of these old cold cases to authorities, because now they've got that, because all that evidence is preserved. People may say, you know, what happened to that evidence? Well, in a lot of cases, especially if there's been a violent crime, that clothing and whatnot may be held by a lab, and they can always bring it out and test it at any time.
You know, we don't know for sure, but we do know that they're in the final stage, and we potentially could have a verdict before the day is over with.
Potentially, yes.
Okay, the last of the great debates.
Tonight, who am I picking to win?
I didn't ask you who you're picking to win. I just said we've got a debate tonight. And
Ross Perot is going to win, hands down. Remember Ross Perot, guys?
Ross Perot and stuff. That debate's at 8 o'clock tonight. Of course, it'll be televised, and then our debate experts are going to be taking comments via our internet page, tylerpaper.com tonight.
That's Adam Russell and Roy Maynard.
Yeah, they've never asked us to be the moderators. I
don't think they ever will.
No.
But you know, it'd be funny if Ross Perot did show up. That would be.
You know, if Ross Perot wants to join the online chat tonight during the debate, he is absolutely free to do so. In fact, all of us can do that. All you have to do is log in to the website, and they'll be moderating that. But it's always interesting to see the comments while the debate is going on.
It is interesting. I did log in for a little bit last week and watched, and it was interesting. It was you know, there was a lot of good points. Nobody was, you know, out of the way, and they do watch that. They do not let anybody, you know, go too far one way or the other.
No.
They do moderate that pretty evenly.
Of course, coverage of the debate are one of the things that you will see in your Tyler Morning Telegraph in the morning. Pick it up. Until then, this is Kenneth and Danny. We'll see you tomorrow.